We're here at this iconic HDB in Tampines to have a real discussion on what retirement means to everyday people in Singapore. A recent Manulife survey showed that saving for retirement is Singaporeans' #1 financial goal. But there are still many who do not have a proper retirement plan in place. That's precisely why we're here to offer you some practical advice on how to get there and to give you a boost in your retirement planning. So let's start with a round of introductions.
Adrian, I am 50. I'm a facilities manager and I live in Clementi. I'm a fitness fanatic, so I do a lot of sports.
My name is Zach. I'm 44 years of age. I'm a wedding planner and I've been staying at Bedok.
My name is Grace and I'm 46 years old and I come from Macpherson. I am actually a theatre practitioner. That was my passion, my hobby, which I converted to my profession.
I'm Jake. I'm 31 this year. I'm a wealth planning manager from DBS. I stay in Jurong East.
I'm Lorna Tan, age 58, Head of Financial Planning Literacy at DBS. I live along River Valley Road. What are your hopes for your retirement?
I've always been interested in doing wild camping and then just being in touch with nature.
Wow,
Yeah,
okay.
live off the wild, eat what I catch.
I tend to be a bit more family-oriented. I spend time a lot with my nephews and nieces, my aging parents. What retirement means to me is to be able to live a very simple life without having to worry financially.
Mine is quite similar. I prefer a simple life. So as long as I have a roof over my head, able to sustain myself, have enough to enjoy things in life a little bit.
So if we assume that you retire at the age of, say, 63, the average expected lifespan of 84, how much do you think all these retirement goals might cost you?
Never actually put a figure to it.
I'm sure by then we'll be mortgage-free. Most of our debts are almost settled. Just to continue sustaining a so-called simple life, maybe 1.5 meal to 2, to have that a bit of luxury to eat at your favorite restaurant once in a while without counting the dollars.
Honestly speaking, I don't feel like retiring. I would say to live a simple life currently is about 3K to pay your bills and live a simple life. Yeah.
We do have a Map Your Money feature in the DBS DigiBank. I really love it because I use it for my own retirement planning as well. It will ask you for your preferred retirement age, how many years you think you'll be living. I even put like 97 years old, that I think I might kick the bucket. So in that particular feature, it will give you a graphical representation of your retirement plan. So it's good to know early so that you know how to allocate your current money resources wisely into different pots, to help you grow and manage.
Keep an eye out for, say, for example, life goals that you do plan to have in the future, perhaps grandchildren that you might want to dote on as you move towards retirement.
I forgot that I also need to take care of my parents.
Hopefully that nobody falls sick. So we fall sick, I think that's an issue, right?
Well, one of the top concerns of Singaporeans in retirement is they worry about the rising healthcare costs in Singapore. We all need to plan for a much longer life than what we usually are, used to. Do you know there are about 1,500 to 2,000 people in Singapore who are living more than 100 years old, or at least 100 years old?
I'm surprised, eh?
So before we even do any of these planning, I think it's most important to get your health insurance updated. Yeah, because that's the one thing that will throw a wrecking ball into all of your plans. So always leave about 5 to 10% of your savings, of your income, and put it into health insurance.
Make sure you have adequate protection in terms of insurance plans. And then you definitely should invest, the surplus cash that you have to give you that boost in your financial and retirement planning.
Nowadays, we need to invest our money via either investments or other safer products in order to at least hedge against inflation. Otherwise, the money that you have sitting in your little gongpia, your little biscuit tin, is just going to rot away by the time you retire. So we have to learn how to preserve the value of your savings like that.
May I have an understanding of any financial planning that you've done for yourself?
Okay, I do not know the specific term. Endowment fund?
Okay, endowment plans. Endowment plans these are insurance plans that have a fixed maturity period. So basically what Grace has done is she has paid either a single premium or premiums over several years. Then the payment stops, but the cover is there and she gets payouts. Which year will that be?
At 55, I get one. At 60, I get one.
What you have done is laddered up. So all these will help her to plan for her future and complement the CPF life payouts because that only starts at 65. Yeah. That's really taking concrete steps. Yeah.
My parents themselves, they actually got me an endowment when I was a baby, and how much they have contributed has almost essentially doubled in value. It's very effective, the compounding effect itself, because it counters inflation as well as the growth of money for yourself or even for your kids.
It's interesting to pick up from what Grace mentioned about endowment plan. Maybe because I just only in recent years start to think about retirement, but I guess never too late.
For me, well, 15 years ago, I did sign a package. So it's a monthly premium for, the whole plan was 15 years, but you only pay premium to the 10th. From after the 10th year to the 15th year, I don't have to pay premium, but the protection carries on, and then the saving continues to accumulate. So in fact, early this year, I got my payout. Yeah, I went out to the mailbox, took out this letter, then whenever they send you checks, when you look through the window of the envelope, the paper color is different.
Yeah.
So I was like, so my heart started to pound faster, go back quickly, took a knife, a letter opener, open it up, was like, whoa! Yeah, I cannot emphasize enough about starting early. So I did this when I was 35. So at that time, it was a big pinch off my little salary that I was earning, but I knew it was necessary.
But now you can tell his current self is thanking his younger self for making that wise decision 15 years ago, and he's enjoying the fruits now. So maybe I'll explain a little bit about annuities. So this annuity, how it works is it's an insurance plan. I paid a single premium, but you can also choose to pay via a limited payment premium.
5 years, 10
5 years, 10 years.
And then how long you like to save for it.
So after you've made this premium payments, you can then receive recurring and monthly payouts or annual payouts for a certain period of time or for the rest of your life, depending the type of plan that you bought.
The earlier you do this, the more it compounds as well.
And good about this is the flexibility. So let's say you start with a small premium recurring for a few years, but during this period of time, if you decide that you have extra money, you want to top up your premium. So these top-ups, of course, will increase the amount of payouts that you can also receive later on when you start withdrawing from the plan.
It comes with additional cover as well. Say, for example, if you do get retrenched, you also get paid out a lump sum amount to help you tide through your expenses while you look for another job.
My mom herself has this annuity thing. She's a retired teacher, and that kind of like helps to defray her costs because she's getting a payout now. It takes the pressure off her children as well.
I think I do need to consider that since as a freelancer, I don't really do CPF.
Our general advice is to use the more guaranteed and stable income sources to fund our needs, our must-have, and the not so guaranteed variable sources from maybe market-driven risk-reward kind of products to fund your wants. Jake will talk about this product called the Investment-Linked Insurance Plan, or ILP for short.
Yeah, so essentially it's a hybrid product that comes with both investment component and also protection component. So investments, it allows you to do a monthly to or yearly contribution to an investment fund of your choice. It takes away the emotional component of the investing itself. It's better to stay invested in the market and to take away that emotional part and to invest in a disciplined manner. For the protection part, it also protects your family from any of your investment risks, in the sense that if anything were to happen to you and you were to pass on from this earth, your family is guaranteed at least 100% of the money that you have placed into these investments.
So it protects the initial capital.
So what this product does is, for the investment component, is you're actually buying units into unit trusts.
But that's the reason why I'm always scared of investment. The losing the money portion of it.
So that's where your investment risk profile comes in. But always know that such investment losses are normally temporary if you can hold out for the longer term, because you can always ride over the market volatility.
Markets will go up and down, but zoom out and you look at the trend, it's always been trending up for the past at least 90 plus years.
So we're talking about long-term game now.
I would say ILPs will complement endowments in a sense, because endowments do give you a basic income for you to pay for your necessities. So I hope from today you have received good advice, you can have solutions to consider so that you can live confident.
Seems like we have a lot of homework to do.
Were there any surprises from this discussion?
The annuity is very, very attractive, especially when you mention retrenchment benefits. Yeah, because you will never know.
Generally, I'm a pretty safe person in that sense. So I don't really look at the risk of investments. So that's something that's like, okay, maybe I should take a look in that direction.
Build up your confidence over time. Yeah. It's really wonderful that we are able to support you to live confident, and we look forward to you, approaching retirement with less fear, more confidence, and live happily.